Oh, hey there. Didn't see you. Jerry D from Mr. D on Amazon Prime. I'm just way out here, painting, with my thoughts. It's where I come to breathe and let everything just flow onto my canvas. But I'm not alone. I'm out here with the GigaSpire Blast. Keeps my connectivity strong, so I have no interruptions, so I can watch and I can paint freely, no distractions and no interruptions. Bye for now.
And welcome in here, joined by, okay. Mr. Finch was helping me out with pronunciation. He's good at that. But the OG West Prairie crew back together again, Mr. John. Welcome in as we bring you West Prairie taking on Havana here from Colchester here this evening. And for the West Prairie Cyclones, John needing a little bit something upbeat tonight. They had kind of a beat down at the hands of the Southeastern Suns last night, so we'll see in the JV and the varsity contest if the Cyclones can get the bus headed back the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you mentioned, the Cyclones dropped a couple last night against Southeastern, and like I said, need to bounce back here tonight against Havana. It's going to be a tough task. It's a tough Duck squad year in and year out. Havana is usually pretty solid, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of changes Coach DeCounter and Coach Conklin have made for the West Prairie Cyclones between last night's games against Southeastern and then, of course, tonight's contest against the Havana Ducks.
And let's give you and that's kind of what I was afraid of. You and I are probably going to have to make a fevered run. Got one guy that is not in. The dreaded player to be named later. So let's see the starters for the Havana Ducks. Jack Turner, 5'10", freshman or sophomore guard. Caleb McDaniel, Oscar Jones, number 45, Lucas Miller, and we'll get number 34 here just a moment. And driving in, putting it up, putting it in is Jack Turner. And I can hear Coach Conklin and Coach DeCounter saying that was too easy, John.
Yeah, absolutely. Turner just got right to the rack there. He was able to score with these. Cyclones are going to do a better job cutting off the drive to the basket there.
Cam Melvin with it now. Cam Melvin, Max French. As French shoots it, can't get it to go. Also in there, Dalen McCartney, Jason Faust. As Melvin will trigger it inbounds here. Ruger Olsen in there as well. And pass tapped away. Melvin able to recover it. Olsen in the corner. We'll wheel it out of there. And that low 1-4 set put on here by the Cyclones. Off to Faust. Screen from McCartney. He'll drive. The one-hander won't go, and the rebound snapped up there by Turner. And back he'll come the other way. Quickly up in the corner. Shot on the way. No good. And rebound fought for out of travel. That was Jones putting it up in the corner. And Havana going to put on a little pressure here. And John, we'll see how the Cyclones handle it.
Yeah, it appears to be a man-to-man press put on here by the Ducks. They're going to try to trap there. Nice job getting the ball away. Cyclones are able to break through that with ease there on that possession.
As Faust going to dribble down, looking, bounces into Olsen. Olsen turn and got it, and he gets the Cyclones on the board at 2-2.
Banded back quickly the other way. Turner was able to push the break earlier just a moment ago.
And Olsen going to scoop it up, drive in. And you do see him playing a lot of the varsity contest as well, but the Cyclones a little manpower challenged. Turner will dribble, kick it out. 3 on the way, no good. Put up there by McDaniel. And Ruger Olsen the rebound. So far it's Ruger Olsen 4, the Havana Ducks 2. As Olsen picks up his dribble, looking for Faust on the outside. Nearly had it picked away. Faust able to recover. And drives in, bounce out to French. He'll put up the 3, no good. And the rebound snapped up by the Ducks. Here they come the other way. And they seem to love that corner spot, John. That's at least, second or third three they put up already with 5:38 on this first quarter clock.
Yeah, and there's another three. You can definitely tell the Ducks not afraid to shoot it here. Turner has done a nice job finding his teammates along the outside of the perimeter. Haven't been able to convert on one of those threes yet, but Cyclones are going to have to do a much better job closing out to those shooters before shots start to fall.
And then Sam DeCounter going to talk things over here. I thought he was there. As Jair Flora-Durham will come in and Dalen McCartney will sit. We're going to step aside as well. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home.
Back here, and Sam DeCounter probably talking a little bit about the Ducks have had a lot of interior chances as well, and actually they've shot a lot from the outside too, just haven't got one to go yet. Next time they chase Turner off of the three-point line. Swing it down into the corner, works it over for Jones. Jones back out, up top, and Turner a bounce, goes a 10-footer, no good. And Cam Melvin the rebound.
Really like the ball movement there by Havana on that possession, just trying to get that West Prairie 2-3 zone moving back and forth. Turner had a chance to swing that one more for an open three in the corner, decided to shoot the mid-range. Couldn't capitalize there, but Havana do a nice job attacking that zone early on.
Faust with a step-back three, and he's got it. Now that's home cooking, the Sports Corner three. It puts the Cyclones up 7-2. And somebody just put a dent in the wall. I'm surprised there aren't a lot more dents in that wall, John.
Yeah, you would think so. I'm surprised we can't see that one from up here. That thing hit the wall with a lot of force there.
And Drake Stevens will check in. He'll replace Lucas Miller. Cam Melvin dribbling it up now. He'll work it up against defensive pressure by McDaniel. Stolen in there. Up on the way. Got it to go in. Good, did Oscar Jones. And so cuts the lead for the Cyclones down to 7-4. 4.5 and counting here in this first quarter. Olsen triggering. Nearly had that knocked away.
Havana has tipped a lot of passes here and got a lot of steals in the passing lanes as well. West Prairie got to do a better job of passing there. Got to fake one to make one.
I like that, John.
That was an old Greg Duncan adage right there.
There you go. And now in the lane once again, Jones going up. Yes! And it counts!
And there you go. Once again, just sloppy passing by West Prairie. Havana really extended up the pressure that one on that possession. Was able to get another steal in the passing lanes.
And we will have a substitution. Number 22 replaced 34. Free throw is up, no good. And the rebound pulled out of there by McCartney. 4 minutes left to go here in this first quarter play. 7-6 lead for West Prairie. McCartney going to work in the post. Shoots shot, partially blocked. And the rebound snapped out of there by Stevens. Off quickly to Jones. He'll explode in the lane. Nice fake. Kick out in the corner. Three a little short. But the rebound is tipped and up and in and good is McDaniel. At it and a foul. That'll be the first on Cam Melvin. Max French will come in and Dalen McCartney will go out. McDaniel at the line, free throw on the way, it's good. And Havana has now taken a 2-point lead. Melvin up to the middle, throwing up to Durham, Flora Durham. Has his pass nearly taken away. French misses the lay-in. Stevens out with it. And he gives a look. Finds on the basket. They swing it all the way around. Turner fakes, drives baseline, wheels it out to the corner. And again, I like John, they work inside out a lot, and I love how they attack and go.
Absolutely, and the ball movement right there, as you mentioned, they work the ball inside, they drive, kick out to an open shooter, they're able to get a three, and it looks like the Ducks are now up in a sort of a 2-2-1 press here, as opposed to that man press that they were in earlier, and I think since they switched to that, they're really giving the Cyclones a lot of issues there.
And it definitely caused a lot of turnovers. Looked like Cyclones were taken off early on in this one. And now makes it 12-7. And John, we jinxed ourselves because the scoreboard disappeared for a little bit. It's back now. And another three on the way by Jones. Missed it. Ducks, since it was 7-2, have on a 10-0 run as Melvin dribbles it up, fires it out to French. Over to Olsen on the far side they work. Puts it on the bounce a little bit. To Faust wheeling in the lane. Down to Flora Durham. Working on Stevens. Nice job by Jair. Got his own rebound. Trapped underneath there. Hit the underside of the rim. One for Mr. Castleberry. And now they'll come the other way. Out again in the corner. Jones. Good.
Another transition three-point opportunity for the Ducks. This time they're able to cap it off with a make, however. And they've just been pushing the break extremely well, has Havana.
And Cam Melvin getting a little bit ahead of himself. And with 2:11 left in the first quarter, it is 15-7. Mason Sorrell's in for the Cyclones. As the Ducks work it around here, looking to, all right. They just kind of unloaded everybody. And if you are counting at home, that is a 13-0 run by the Ducks here. As they continue to work it. Pass out to the outside. Shot is up and on the way. It's good. Another three. Another Sports Corner three makes it 18-7. Passes up to McCartney. He escapes trouble. Over to Faust. Faust going to put it on the bounce. Come to Flora Durham. Waits, holds, looks over to French. French to Sorrells. He'll dribble to the baseline. Get cut off there. Trying to bounce it in there. Flora Durham will have a kick. And we're down to a minute 11 left to go here in this first quarter. Inbounds comes to Flora Durham. Over to Faust. He'll shoot the NBA length three and hit it off the post. And he did that last night too. Hit one off the, I guess the supports for the backboard.
Yeah, high arcing shot there for Faust, but he's kind of forced into that shot there, man. The Havana defense has been playing excellent in the half court, just really been able to keep West Prairie away from the basket.
And I promise you, I know we've got some players in the game not on our roster. I will make sure we get those. As the Ducks score again, I will make sure I get those at halftime. And that does happen sometimes, ladies and gents. Havana picks it off again, and here they come. Got a 2-on-1 right down the lane. Up and in and good. 22-7. Yes, if you're counting at home, that is a 20-0 run by Havana. And we've got a foul on number 20. And Max French will trigger it in. He'll bring it into Faust. Faust will work it up. 15 seconds left in this first quarter. Sorrells Loops it up to McCartney. Drives with 5 seconds. Puts it off the glass. No good. Stevens the board. Looking to get out of there. Pumps it up at the end of the quarter. Close, but no cigar. And that'll end the first quarter play. The Ducks on a 20-zip run. Here to end this first quarter play, let's take this time out on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
McDonough District Hospital provided such quality health care for us. As we delivered our first child, it was a no-brainer for us to come back for the delivery of our second, and we're very excited to have such a great staff that will be here for us. We could have walked in with the clothes on our back, and they would have had everything that we need, which I think is very important for the community.
The facilities are fantastic, state of the art. You know, just put us at ease knowing that anything that she needed, we were going to be able to get, and we couldn't ask for anything more.
The KitchenAid fan-enabled Pro Dry system combines a heating element and fan for optimal drying performance. It circulates hot air around dishes to give them a thorough dry. Choose the extended Pro Dry option to add an extra 15 minutes of heated drying for loads that need it. Dishes come out dry and sparkling, ready for more enjoying.
And we are back here. Cam Melvin still on the floor along with Max French, Jason Faust, Mason Searles, and Dalen McCartney. And again, folks, I promise you when I get a chance, I will make sure we find out who all these Havana guys are. Caleb McDaniel in there, also Lucas Miller. As McCartney holds on, waits. Got to put it on the dribble now, 22-7. Havana leading. Cam Melvin dribbles down. Shot is good. Big shot there by the Cyclones, John.
Yeah, big shot there. Stops the run that has extended now into the second quarter. We'll see if the Cyclones can continue to do that here, but it's all going to come down and really start on this defensive end. They got to start closing out on shooters, and they got to start shutting down these post plays as well.
And a tip away there by Melvin. And it's going to be Cyclone basketball. One of the other areas Cyclones have struggled against this pressure so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it seems like almost a zone press here by Havana. And then as soon as West Prairie gets it across half court, they kind of drop into a man-to-man set.
Folks at home are going to talk about, with Max French, that he went into the trap. A little bit of that's your point guard as well. You got to make sure you set them up too, or don't set them up to get them right into trouble. Sorrells with it now. Shoot shot partially blocked. It'll stay here. And that's one of the things young guys learn is you got to learn where you're passing it to your teammate is just as important as where you go on the court. Inbounds to Max French, trying to go up, has it blocked and off the hands of Cam Melvin and out of bounds.
Looked like French was just trying to draw some contact there down low. Didn't get the foul call, however. Really haven't seen a whole lot of fouls called on either end to this point.
No, been a fairly clean game that way as the Ducks just continue to weave it around there. Pick on the perimeter, haven't really offered as that one the dreaded long two by Caleb McDaniel. French down with the rebound and will bounce it out to Faust. Gliding up the court. And Cam Melvin holds it now on the far side. Looks to drive down, wants to give it over to Sorrells, instead gives it for Faust. And he made the wrong kind of bargain, if there's only some name for that, as McDaniel forgot to bring the ball with him. Cyclones in a 2-3 zone as they work it around here. Miller right around McCartney, up and in. And foul called as Dalen McCartney got him from behind.
And that's kind of the way you got to attack that 2-3 zone there. You work the ball around the outside, really get that zone shifting around, and then just try to dumb it down into the block or into the high post. They're able to get it down to the block there, and it's going to result into free throws for Havana. They have really dismantled that zone put on by West Prairie here through a quarter and a fourth, I guess.
Very well done. College has not been wasted on you, John.
I was getting ready to say a half. I was like, we're not quite there yet.
23-9 now. And we'll have another substitution. McCartney comes out as Ruger Olson back in. Free throw is off to the side, no good. Olson snaps up the board. And back will come the Cyclones. Hold now top there. They bring it to Cam Melvin. Melvin looking to get a screen from French. Tries to dribble on Miller. Cut off there. Shoots shot. No good. And the Ducks snap up the board. Miller getting it and tapped out of bounds by Flora Durham. Caden Green will come in for Havana. (23-9) now. The Ducks go back to work. Back into the ball game. Jack Turner. Also in there is Oscar Jones. Pass into the middle, taken away, or tied up anyway. Well, actually, they're going to whistle that for a travel. French into Melvin. 5:15, clock rolling here in the second quarter. Now to Olson. Olson dribbling on Turner. Cut off. And now Olson in the lane, a little hard off the backboard. Melvin the rebound, up and in and good. And a good job there by Cam Melvin, John, to just kind of get his feet underneath him, then shoot it.
Yeah, absolutely a good job of hauling in the miss and was able to kind of use his body to kind of adjust there and get the bank shot to go. But Havana answers right back the other direction. That's going to be another turnover on West Prairie as well. And you can really just, I think that possession, those two possessions, just really sum up how this game has gone. West Prairie has been forced into a lot of tough jump shots, a lot of tough shots around the rim, and then Havana comes right back down within 4 to 5 seconds to just nails a corner three, just wide open, nobody there. So definitely two different tales of the tape there for both sides.
And a lot of that is, you mentioned, they're just not getting out after the shooters, and got to at least get a hand up, yell at them, do something. But good drive and kick mentality. Turner and Jones working here. Tried to go in the lane, and we had a reach-in foul. Yeah. As Savannah looks to bring it in, boy, they broke away very quickly in this one. And another, just as I say that, another sports corner three for Havana.
Well, and we kind of talked about that in the first quarter, through the first 3 to 4 minutes there. Havana had a lot of open shots that they were getting. They just weren't quite falling. And then as soon as those three-pointers started falling, you could just really tell that the momentum of the game was starting to swing. And now we're looking at a 20-point lead for the Ducks here in the second.
And let's thank some of the fine folks making our broadcast possible. This West Prairie Sports Podcast, presented by McDonough Telephone Cooperative. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2025. And MTC Communications offers lightning fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems in McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. Melvin working around, comes out to Faust. He'll put up the three, no good. And Havana off and running as they work. And nice swing there, John. Just illustrated what you said. Had everybody one side, and they just swung it quickly back the other way.
Yeah, just a nice touch pass there up top from Turner, able to find the three-point shooter wide open in the corner, and it's another bucket. And this is what West Prairie's got to do against this zone. You got to get the ball worked up the court quickly before the Ducks can get set up in that half-court defense, and did so there. Had a look at the rim, just wasn't able to convert.
And Melvin will pick up his second personal. 34-11. Ducks leading here. As they'll work it across here. And again, I'll apologize to folks from Havana tuning in. We will get who those young men are coming up as they work it around here. Out again, three-pointer on the way, no good. And I swore, John, they'd hit about their last 4 or 5. Jones couldn't get that one to go. As Ruger Olson brings it up, holds it out top. To Faust in the corner, lost it. And out of there with it comes Jones. Jones quickly up the court, gets it back. Drive kick in the corner. And shot is good. Was it 2? Up to a 36-11 advantage. As Melvin comes the other way. Number 42 did a nice job trying to get the charge, but couldn't get it. Now a scrum for it on the floor. And possession arrow will go to the Ducks. Lucas Miller back in here. Mason Sorrells coming in. And some of this, John, for West Prairie, they've just got to relax a little bit. That's one of the, when they're going against this zone pressure, this man-to-man pressure, just got to slow down, take your time, and break the pressure. The more you get hurried up, that's exactly what the press wants you to do.
Yeah, exactly. Just really playing right into Havana's hands when you get sped up like that. And there's a couple turnovers, especially towards the start of this quarter where, you know, they're just rushing, trying to make the long outlet pass down the court, and it's just easily picked off by that back man. As you mentioned, just really got to slow things down, pick a side, and try to get into your offensive set. No need to rush here.
Shot no good. Faust's going to come out of there with it. 34-11, 2 minutes left to go here in this first half, which has pretty much been all Ducks. After the 7-2 start, it has been a 32-4 run for the Ducks. Faust dribbling around with it, loops the pass in the lane. McCartney up and in and good.
Nice pass there by Jason Faust. It kind of went up in the air there. Was able to get McCartney down low, and Havana tried to go back quickly the other way, but Melvin was there to tie man up in the corner. It'll be West Prairie possession here.
Stevens will switch out. As McCartney brings in 34-13, 21-point lead for Havana. Sorrells in the far corner, wheeling his way out of there. Actually in trouble trying to get rid of it. Better get rid of it soon. To McCartney. McCartney out to Faust. Faust dribbling the far wing over to Flora Durham. Jair. Couple of bounces now. He'll set it up, spin toward the lane, go up with it, got it to go. And a good move by Jair Flora Durham.
Yeah, nice job there. He's able to spin it away from his man towards the top of the key, and a nice crafty left-hand finish there for Jair Flora Durham.
And Cyclones a little lucky there, as number 5 had a wide open 3 at the top of the key and couldn't get it to go. They bring it inbounds just under a minute left to go in the first half. Spot up the 3, no good. Miller yanks down the rebound, goes up, puts it up and in. Rebounds it sandwiched in between 2 Cyclones. And a near steal, and actually Sorrells bobbles on the sideline. Inbounds in the backcourt to Faust. As he'll go to work. Spin, throws it, and a little miscommunication there, John, as he and French not on the same page.
No, absolutely not. Another bad turnover there by the Cyclones, and Coach DeCounter is definitely not happy about that one.
Ducks will bring it up for the last 30 seconds of this first half of play. Hold and wait. Wheel it out on the far side, fake the 3. Come in the lane, and Melvin doing a nice job getting in there. And extending himself down to Miller. Miller in the lane, up and in and good. He has been able to really exploit that baseline, 38-15. 6 seconds with 5. Flora Durham gonna hit the sports corner 3 in the first half. Maybe a little ray of hope for the Cyclones. as we head to the second half, as we will be back here in just a couple of moments. Actually, we're going to have an interview Dwayne had with folks at MDH.
All right, welcome to halftime here. Patrick Osterman with us, and we talk about behind-the-scenes stuff all the time. The guy running the board right now, kind of crazy.
I don't know if you could get a much higher title running the board behind the scenes of a interview at McDonough District Hospital other than our president and chief executive officer, Bill Murdoch. But we appreciate Bill helping us out.
Yeah, he's game to help with everything. I'm guessing your job has to be a little more relaxed now. He seems to be like a pretty good guy to work with.
I tell you what, Bill has done a fantastic job. You knew just how good of a person he was, having worked with him for the last 5 years prior as our chief financial officer. And when he was promoted to our chief executive officer, I was all excited about it. I think everybody in the organization was very excited about it. You talk about, do you need to do a national search? And our board of directors, I give them all the credit in the world. They listen to the staff. They listen to the community members and said, you got somebody here who knows what they're doing, is a great person, does a great job. He knows the community. He's invested in the community, and it's been a great 2024 so far, and we've got a lot of bright future, a lot of great things that we're looking ahead towards.
Well, it's nice because MDH has been so embedded in the community, right? It is always nice to have somebody at the top and throughout the system that's also embedded in what the community has to offer and needs.
Absolutely. With my job, I do a lot of community relations. I get out, talk with businesses, talk with organizations. And one of the first conversations I had with Bill when he stepped into that new role, he said, Pat, I want to get out in the community. And we've been able to do that. We've gone out and met with our regional healthcare colleagues, CEOs, just talking about what can we do together? Is there anything we can do together? Rural healthcare is tough. There's a lot of challenges we face, but if we work together, maybe play to each other's strengths, I think we can both succeed. And that's the best way that we can help serve our community, help serve the patients that we are here to serve.
Well, and improving your brand is always a good thing, right? Whether it's a hospital or TSSR Game Time Live, improving your brand is a good thing. Getting out in the community helps that, but also expanding your options helps that as well, right?
Absolutely. One of the things you always look at is clinical partnerships. If we can't get a physician here, is there another healthcare organization that we can do what we call a clinical partnership with? Blessing Health is a great example out of Quincy. They bring cardiologists up here, a pulmonologist. We have a urologist that comes up here once a week. So our patients in McDonough County, they don't have to drive down to Quincy or maybe Springfield or maybe Peoria. If we can find those clinical partnerships where they can be seen here in Macomb, it's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, last year we talked about expanding to Monmouth with you. We talked about the pharmacy. As we talked to Bill, the pharmacy is expanding, and I shouldn't say expanding, it's coming to completion. You've done great things, I think, in Monmouth. What's down the road for MDH? Are you at a point that you can talk about anything that's coming?
I think we just got to keep looking on how we can continue to grow, and that's been one of our focal points. We do strategic planning on a quarterly basis. We want to look ahead, 2-3 years down the road, but as we said, there's a lot of dynamics going on in healthcare right now. So if you get too far ahead, you kind of lose sight what could be coming right around the corner. So that's why we try to keep it more of a short term, yet still look ahead to the long term. Like we said, our biggest challenge is how can we continue to grow? We've been here for over 65 years. What can we do as an organization, as a staff, as an administration team to make sure we're still around here for 65 years and beyond?
As public relations guy for the hospital, what do you want to use this opportunity to tell the people that might be watching about MDH in 2024 that's different maybe than what they expected or saw from 2023 or before?
Well, as you just talked about, our clinical expansions, as you said, Monmouth, our MDH Monmouth Clinic, convenience clinic, sports med and rehab. We got great staff up there, and I think that's a common theme. I know Bill talks about this a lot. I 100% on board with this too. I agree 100%. I would think you'd ask any of our staff members, they would say that we got a great team right now. We do a great job working together, and I think that's how we can play to our strengths to help grow. You talked about the community pharmacy. We're excited when that starts coming online and how we can best serve our community. A lot of convenience. I think one thing that we learned from COVID, people love convenience. We got our drive-through labs, and now you got our drive-through community pharmacy. A lot of good things going on. Stay tuned. It's an exciting time right now in our organization.
Well, have some fun at baseball this weekend, okay?
We're going to have some fun. A lot of fall baseball going on as we record this right before the start of high school football season. I know we're going to have a lot of great football games. We want to wish all of our area teams the best of luck this year.
We'll be right back with the second half right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
It's hard to stop a train.
All right, welcome back here as we get ready for the second half. And, folks, I'm going to send a special shout-out to Katie Osborne in the crowd tonight. John, she bailed us out. She knew all the young men from Havana. I was on my way down to the George Hill. So a big thank you to Katie. I appreciate that. Really, really do. That is a huge help to us. And that happens sometimes. You mentioned that. Sometimes we don't always get all the information we need, but she did a wonderful job, and she wrote it very legibly. That's what I love.
That's the biggest part, because if I would have went down there and written them out, you wouldn't be able to read them.
And we'll get those numbers as they come in the game. She has very, very nice handwriting. I've got to say that. But I appreciate Katie doing that for us. That was very, very nice. And we needed it because we were in a little bit of trouble there. But 38-18 at the half, and folks, I've been kind of figuring it up. A 36-11 burst by Havana, John, to end that first half of play.
Yeah, and it really all started about halfway through the first quarter, and Havana really put that pressure on. They switched to a zone press outside the man press that they ran when the Cyclones were able to kind of go up 7-2 there earlier on. They switched off to that zone press, really gave the Cyclones a lot of issues. They were able to force a lot of turnovers off of that and really just limited the Cyclones on the under end of the court. I mean, you could probably count on one hand the amount of open set shots the Cyclones have had here tonight. I mean, everything has been contested, or, as you know, it's a tough turnaround jump shot here, the long 2-point here. So the Cyclones have got to do a better job working against that Havana defense. And then once again, as we mentioned earlier on in the game, when the Cyclones were up, Havana had open shots. They just were not falling. And, man, when they started falling, they just did not quit. They really have been lighting it up from the three-point range. And, again, West Prairie has got to do a better job, especially in that 2-3 zone, of really getting out and attacking those shooters, especially in the corners. And that's really where Havana has done a lot of their damage here tonight through 2 quarters.
And really been zone busters. And for that, a lot of times you want to play a 2-3 zone fairly tight, but it's one where Coach DeCounter and Coach Conkling may have to expand it a little bit, John. You may either that, or you may even have to go man-to-man, as dangerous as that can be. You may have to go man-to-man to counteract it just so you're up in the face of the shooters.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's really how you attack a 2-3 zone, is you got to be able to shoot the ball from the outside. Havana has obviously proved that they can do that here, and as you mentioned, you either got to work on that 2-3 zone and get your top 2 defenders to kind of spread out more closer to the wings instead of playing closer to the free throw line in the paint area, or as you mentioned, if you have the athletes to do so, you got to switch to that man-to-man defense and just really stick them and try to deny the ball on the perimeter.
And now that we are armed with the proper line, let's start this game. I tell you, the adventures we have while we're doing this. We do want to thank Some of the fine folks helping us out here on Fiber Internet. Buffering means suffering. So kick slow Wi-Fi to the curb and connect your home with MTC's Fiber Internet to get blazing fast Wi-Fi speeds up to 1 gig. Sign up online at mtcfiber.net. Some of the friends that I have when I was watching the college football national championship, yes, indeed, I was streaming it via McDonough Telephone. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. Located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974, Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service unmatched in this area, and as a customer, they'll take care of you. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. Well, let's give you the guys out there. Turner, Stevens, joined by Jones, McDaniel, and Jaden Weaver, number 34. As a beauty of a rebound up and in by Stevens, John. And so the second half starting much the way the first half did, or at least the second quarter.
Yeah, and Stevens just has a lot of size down there. He's listed at 6'3" on our roster, a freshman here for the Havana Ducks. Just was able to go right up over the top of French there and get the easy putback. I will say, however, on that possession, as we mentioned, the Cyclones have kind of really spread out those top two guys, it appears. You can see there Faust on your screen. He's definitely playing a lot closer to that wing, and hopefully that'll limit the shooters there for Havana.
There's Caleb McDaniel dribbles, shoots shot, won't get it to go. Nice save in by Jones, but Turner not able to track it down. And that 40-18 is the score. As Cam Melvin looks to dribble with it. Melvin has his pocket picked. He's trying to get away, get the ball back, drives in. They kick out in the corner. Jones, 3 on the way. Nope, no good. And Dalen McCartney with a rebound. McCartney working up, cut off by McDaniel very nicely over to Ruger Olson. Joined by Max French, Dalen McCartney, and Jacob Faust. McCartney down the lane, shot is no good. Rebound captured by Stevens with 6:45 clock rolling. Back come the Ducks. As Stevens kicking it out to Jones. Turner, quick swing to McDaniel in the lane to Stevens. And back out. Shot on the way, no good. So kind of funny, John, they're struggling kind of like they did from the three-point line in the first half.
Yeah, I've had a couple open looks here. Haven't quite been able to capitalize. Nice move there by Turner. Wasn't able to cap it off, but as you mentioned, as we saw in the first half, keep giving Havana those shots, and they're going to start falling eventually.
Melvin dribbling with it, lost the handle on it. Turner with Olsen giving him chase, comes up, puts it up, and puts it in. And now the Cyclones will bring it inbounds here.
And again, Havana has really put on this extended pressure. There's only one Duck back on the other half of half court for West Prairie. They got 2 men down there. You might try to see if you can try to flip something up court there. There'll be another turnover and a score at the other end for Havana.
And walking right in, Oscar Jones. Melvin back the other way, quickly to McCartney. He'll get a basket back. But still a 44-20 lead.
Kind of just threw it out of bounds there on the inbounds.
And it will be West Prairie basketball. I'm trying to get it in a little too quick. And coming in will be Waylon Ash, number 20. Also number 5, Carson Tyler. Number 45, that would be Lucas Miller. And again, I'm going to thank Katie Osborne. She did a fantastic job. Sat down with my clipboard and wrote out everybody's names, and I appreciate that, names and numbers. Max French holding on there, working on Miller. DeJair Flora Durham into the game, bouncing up to Faust. 5 minutes, 10 seconds, and rolling in this third quarter as the Cyclones back to work. In the lane to McCartney. McCartney turns, and Stevens shoots it over Stevens. Cyclones have had their moments in this game, John.
Yeah, there's been a couple of possessions where the Cyclones have really been able to get down the court, kind of use some of their physicality to score down low, but it's come in spurts, and they have come too far and in between.
And that one, McCartney and McDaniel fighting for it. Cam Melvin will go out. Ruger Olson in for the Cyclones. And another substitution coming in, Charlie Sapp. Sapp looking to trigger it inbounds. In it comes. Works it over for Tyler. To Miller. Back to Tyler. Open from three. Broke the ice finally. Sports corner three by the Ducks. And it is a 47-22 lead now for Havana. Steal on the way, and Sapp up and in and good with the lay-in. 49-22. Ruger Olson working in the backcourt. And, John, what they're doing, they're just basically daring the Cyclones to dribble through that diamond in the middle.
Yeah, and the Cyclones have tried, and it's resulted in a lot of turnovers like that right there. And, again, that pressure has really given the Cyclones a lot of issues.
McCartney the rebound on the errant shot by Stevens, off to Faust. 49-22 the lead here for Havana. As Faust gives it to Olson. Olson kind of shake and bakes it a little bit. Throws it past McCartney, and that will be a backcourt violation. As the Cyclones back to work here. Stevens going to come out. And coming in for him, number 10, Aiden Pratt. Sapp got trigger man. Max French back in. Or I guess he came over to wipe his feet or something. They're working around. Swing it over to Sapp. Sapp holding on, looking at Miller in the paint. Looking at Pratt. Now bounces to him. Nice pass, John. That was a beauty. And they work it out in the corner. Up top it comes. Shot on the way by Tyler. Bounces over and down. But that pass by Pratt was a fantastic look down low.
Yeah, it was a nice feed there. Wasn't able to close it off on the inside, but a nice job there securing his own rebound for number 45 on the Havana Ducks. That's Lucas Miller. And he was able to kick it back out, find the three-point shooter. And just like that, he got a 30-point lead for Havana.
And the turnover on McCartney as he just kind of shuffled those feet. Pratt got to bring it inbounds, work it in for Tyler. As Tyler dribbles here, comes over to Sapp. Sapp had to leap to get it, looking at Pratt in the post. Had a pass underneath to Ash if he wanted it. Now they bring it in lane to Miller to Pratt. Nice job, good backdoor cut. The Ducks have put up some pretty passing here tonight, John.
Yeah, and you're kind of able to do that against the zone, especially if you can work it towards the middle of the paint and, you know, you can occupy a defender or two there, and if you are active cutting, you're going to find holes in that zone.
And Ruger Olson, a little bully ball on Pratt, puts it up and puts it in. And he'll be up at the free throw line to shoot the extra one. Elliot Lineberger will come in. He'll replace Miller. And now Olson on the way. Nope. Free throw no good. Rebound fought for Pratt. Pulls it out of there, being chased. And gets fouled by Flora Durham. And now they'll bring it in from the sideline. Mason Sorrells will check in. Ruger Olson will go out. As Ruger will go get ready for the varsity contest. They bring it in. In the corner, three is up and good by Ash. And it's 57-24. 2:20 left in the third. And a travel on Melvin. He had it tapped away by Tyler. Weaver is going to come back in. And he will replace Ash. Over to Sapp. Looks at Lineberger in the high post. Swings it over to Pratt. Pratt going to bounce down to Lineberger, up to Pratt. High up top there. Tyler fakes the three, gives it to Sapp. Sapp on the way, shot no good. And a fight for the rebound. Mason Sorrell's out of there with it. Up to Max French. And they'll set the table here. Minute 45 left to go here. Faust another deep three. And Lineberger the rebound.
There might be a little push in the back there for Jair Flora Durham as Lineberger was kind of tiptoeing on the out of bounds line there.
A little bit of help out of bounds.
Jair's got 3 fouls now in this contest.
And what you got to do with that, you got to use your belly when you're doing that. They don't notice as much, John, when you use your belly. Lineberger with it, stopped in the corner by Cam Melvin, fires it cross court to Pratt. Pratt a fake up to Tyler, he'll give it to Sapp. Sapp backs it on out, minute 20 left to go in this third quarter of play. Couple of bounces and Sapp fouled as he lost the handle on it. And that'll be the third on Cam Melvin. Max French goes out as coming in will be Dalen McCartney. Pratt looking to trigger in. Had Weaver open for a moment, comes out to Tyler instead. Three rattles out, no good, and Weaver sky high for the rebound. Tyler again, no good. Flora Durham the rebound. Boy, John, everybody was ground bound, and then Weaver came up out way over the top. Faust going to put up a quick three, no good. Rebound tipped. Cam Melvin down with it. Back to Faust. Faust in the lane. Floater's good.
Nice move there by Jason Faust. Was able to find a little room there on the baseline. Let that floater go. Quick trigger. He's able to rattle it in home. Another point for West Prairie, but it's been all Havana here so far in the third quarter.
Lineberger trying to get himself out of trouble. And they'll call, the officials are, and they're saying it's Havana ball, I guess they're calling that somebody tipped it or tapped it. Anyway, that it wasn't a double dribble. So 25 seconds left. We'll see if the Ducks work it for one here. Out to Tyler, over to Pratt. Pratt, couple bounces. Well, there goes working for one, but Pratt hits it anyway. Cyclones up with 8 seconds left. Out to Flora Durham. He'll put it on the floor. Drive, shot no good. Havana down with the rebound, and that's going to do it for the third quarter play. Shot was no good. Good shot by Pratt, though, John.
Yeah, nice job there. Just kind of splitting out there on the fast break. Unfortunately, just not quite enough time to get that one off before the buzzer.
We're headed toward the fourth quarter play. We'll take this timeout. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It's hard to stop a train.
Slide it back to make room for whatever you're storing. Or pull it forward and use it as an additional full-depth shelf. Make room for ingredients of all sizes.
Well, back once again here with my good buddy John Burton. John, like I said, you and I, the OG West Prairie crew.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember those days all those years ago, or a couple of our first broadcasts here on TSSR Game Time Live for West Prairie. It was you and me over there at the old high school in Scioto.
Yep.
And now we've graduated up to calling the Colchester games here at the new high school.
And you are now a full-fledged play-by-play guy. Super proud of you, my friend.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
And a little bit of wild end-to-end play here. The scramble, out of there with it comes Havana. And we'll get their lineup for you here. Ryan Showalter into the game. He had it. Number 45 is Lucas Miller. 23 is Caleb McDaniel. Number 12 is James Griffin. And also Waylon Ash.
A lot of players on this JV squad for Havana. Definitely a noticeable difference in depth between the two teams.
Yeah. And Mason Searles, Dalen McCartney, Max French, Cam Melvin, and Jason Faust on the floor for West Prairie. As Faust gives it over or Cam Melvin gives it over for Faust. To Sorrell. Sorrells puts it on the bounce. Puts the shot up, almost got it to go. McCartney the rebound, puts it up and puts it in.
Nice job there by McCartney, battling on the boards, able to secure the offensive rebound, and pretty nice move there on the post hook for McCartney as well, able to convert the second chance opportunity.
Shot on the way by Showalter, no good. Right there for the rebounds, McDaniel. He'll reset it. They work it out to Ash up top. Over to McDaniel, working around here. Wheeling out top for Ash. He'll drive in and threw it right to Jason Faust. And back the Cyclones will come. Melvin at the throttle here. Down to 6 minutes left. Yes, it'll be running clock in the quarter as Faust turns around, goes to shoot over Ash, nearly threw it away. French gets it. Shot up and good. 59-20 or 59-30. As back the Ducks go to work. Looking in the lane at Griffin. Nope, couldn't find him. Miller either. Goes up to McDaniel, swinging to Showalter. Bounce down, and Melvin a near steal. And they're going to whistle Miller with a push. I have more substitutions coming in. McDaniel, Miller, and Ash will go out. Coming in, Lineberger. Also Tyler. And joining them out there now, Crispin. Sorrell dribbling out, gives it to Faust. Faust drives in the lane, puts up a shot, won't get it to go, but he'll be up the line to shoot two. And that's a little more what they need to see out of Jason Faust, John.
Yeah, absolutely. Faust has been pretty good when he's been going to the rack here tonight. You know he can shoot it from outside. He knocked down a really deep three earlier on in this contest, but definitely got to be a little bit more aggressive. It's just like you saw right there. I mean, just put his head down, got to the rim, was able to draw some contact, and finally able to get a foul call as West Prairie has completely empty bench right now. Nobody down there.
You better hope nobody fouls out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy. You talk about the difference in the depth between these two teams. There's nobody on the West Prairie bench right now, and Havana's got 7 kids down there still sitting.
Showalter works it over to Tyler. They'll work that around the outside, swinging it back over to Showalter. Looks to go against Cam Melvin, who picks it away. And Melvin heads out of there, looks to drive in the lane, gets a bump, but puts it up and in. It makes it 59-34. Or 61-32 rather. And the pass through the hands of Showalter. Pratt's going to come in. So 3:40 left to go here in the ball game. 61-32 lead for the Ducks. And Cam Melvin dribbling on Pratt here. Man-on-man put on by the Ducks. Dribbles down, spin, bounces over. Max French right there up and in.
Nice pass there from Melvin. He's been a pretty big bright spot here tonight for West Prairie and what has kind of turned into a rout here late, but beautiful find there from Melvin to French down low.
And Cam Melvin fouled the shooter as he went by. And so Showalter will be at the free throw line for 3. The young fella getting an opportunity. Free throw is short. We'll ready the next one. Melvin picked up his 4th personal. Second one banked in. the second one, or third one rather, is good. Makes it 65-34. And back will come the Cyclones here. Mason Sorrell's out with it on the outside, coming into Faust. Faust in the lane, little short, rebound snapped out of there. Pratt had it. And then McCartney tied him up, so it'll stay with Havana. Coming back in is Charlie Sapp. He'll replace Pratt. As we work under 2 minutes left to go here. Working around, Sapp. Out to Showalter, bounces down for Lineberger. Lineberger, Showalter. Can't get it to go, coming out to Sapp. Sapp working down. 3 on the way, no good. Showalter in there for the rebound. He'll bounce it out. Sapp kicking in the corner. Showalter 3, no good, and the rebound tipped around. Lineberger another board. He puts it up, can't get it to go, but got his own rebound. Showalter again and got the 3. And John, I'll tell you what, Lineberger coming off the bench, he has really been active underneath.
Yeah, he grabbed 2 offensive rebounds there on that possession, and that second one he had right before he kicked it out for the open 3. Man, he was swarmed by a couple West Prairie defenders down there, just kind of snaked his way in between them. Was able to use his body, shell him off, and now you see him on the floor here once again. Able to retain a possession for Havana.
It is 64-36. Lead here, 50 seconds left. They will call a timeout. Get going there, and everybody going to give Lineberger a rub on the head, and that is he coming in, and that's what you want from your guys that are down toward the end of the bench. You want them to come in and show that kind of effort and that kind of drive and determination and, you know, now let's just say it, the chutzpah to come compete. And that's what makes people better in practice that way, because these guys are the guys that make the starters better in practice. Lineberger with it, trying to get around Melvin, up to Showalter. He'll bring it out to Sapp. Sapp will hold, dribble around a little bit as the Cyclones spreading that zone out. Melvin an ear steal. And we count down to 30 seconds left. As they will bring it in here, possibly for a last shot, he said with a question mark. Wheeling out to Sapp. Sapp holding. Back in the corner. Melvin giving defense there. And now Faust with the steal. He'll dribble it up. Look to go in the lane. Puts it up. Miss it. Rebound tapped around. And that's going to do it for this one. A 64-36 win for the Havana Ducks over the Cyclones of West Prairie. Any last thoughts, Mr. John?
And as you mentioned, West Prairie really just took they were able to take a lead early on in this game. They led 7-2 at one point. It was the only lead that they had during this contest. And really after it got to that point, Havana made a couple adjustments, and they just really took off right after that, never turned around. And that's kind of how we got to the score that we have right now. We'll get things set up for the varsity contest, and hopefully West Prairie will have a little bit of a different outcome in that one.
All right. Thanks for tuning us in. Thanks for turning us on. We'll be back with the varsity side of things in just a moment right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by